Hey guys, how's it going? This is Khan, Mr. So Real, and welcome to this week's Good or Garbage, the #1 place where you can find out what weapons, mods, attachments, and all that other good stuff is being sold in the division on a weekly basis. It also comes with timestamps so you can skim through the garbage or skim through the stuff that you don't like to find something that maybe you do. Now this week there seems to be only a few things really that stand out. There are a few top picks this week. If you're looking for a PVE lightweight M4, then that is something that you can find down in the description. And to be honest with you guys, I'm quite angry about what's going on with this game. If you haven't seen the state of the game or you don't know what's going on with it, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if you want me to even talk about that. I was thinking about making a video, but I'm still on the fence because I'm pretty pissed off. Starting off at the special equipment vendor, we have the Cassidy shotgun with Swift, Self-Preserved, and Boomstick, the Centurion with Expert and Meticulous, the Historian with Harmful, Predatory, and History Repeats. The Liberator this week has Capable, Adept, and Focused. The PICK LMG has Brutal, Unforgiving, and PICK. Out of these weapons, there's really nothing that I would recommend. But moving on to the other weapons, the yellow regular weapons, the only thing that I saw worth talking about, the custom M44 has 170 headshot damage, which is pretty good. Also comes with Destructive, Fierce, and Skilled. You could roll some pretty interesting stuff on this depending on your build, but the problem is the base damage is pretty low. So I guess when that recalibration station comes, you will have to invest quite a bit in the base damage. But the other things, if you don't have a good sniper rifle, could help you out, but it just kind of depends on what attachments you also have. Now the MG5 is not a bad weapon, 13% damage to targets out of cover. The base damage on this is around the 84%. Comes with Vicious, Deadly, and Self-Preserved, so if you're interested in something like that, you can go pick it up. Moving on to the other things that are being sold, the gears. The Final Measures mask, 956 for armor. Then it comes with 1238 for electronics, 7% enemy armor damage, and blind death. I always have a bit of a conflict with recommending these gear sets since there are classifieds that are already out, and the fact that these aren't classifieds, I'm not really high on recommending them. But until the classifieds are out, you may just have to make do, and until you have a classified that maybe is better than this, then it might help out your build depending. Now the other thing to look at is the Tactian's chest piece, 1926 for the armor, 1258 for the stamina, 8% skill haste, 5.5 enemy armor damage, and 28% increased kill XP. Now moving on past that, the next thing kind of worth talking about would be the Predator's Mark knee pads. These knee pads have 1537 armor, 1172 stamina. The health on it is really nice at 16,299. Comes with increased kill XP, blind death, and disorient. Not my favorites, but it is what it is. If you need something like this until the classified Predators come out, could tide you over. The next thing that is worth looking at would be the defense knees. This one with 1635 armor, comes with 1268 stamina. Skill power is okay. You're maybe about 1,000 less than max skill power, somewhere around there. This is at 12,340 skill power. Comes with shock resistance, burn resistance, and blind death. Again, this could be pretty good for PvP stuff, but it depends on if it fits your build. The rest of this, there's really nothing that stood out for me as a must buy. There are a couple things you may want to look at. The Omega Rifle Suppressor, if you don't have one better than that, with 18% headshot damage, crit chance at 3%, and reduced threat at 49. And then if you're looking for a pro red dot sight with 6% headshot damage, a bit of accuracy at 2%, and 4% crit hit damage, you could also pick that up. But other than that, not a lot to see here. At the advanced weaponry vendor this week, the military M9 has some decent base damage. It comes with responsive. Base damage is around 85%. The first wave vector also has some really nice base damage at about 93%. The crit hit chance on it is kind of low. The talents are not that flashy. You've got Unforgiving, you've got Fierce, and you've got Capable. I would probably roll Capable off, maybe put Deadly or something like that. But that is totally up to you. The rest of the weapons I'm not impressed with at all. I will scroll through them so that you can see them very quickly. But really this week at the advanced weaponry vendor, there wasn't anything that stood out as a must buy. There's some stuff with some decent base damage, but I don't think anybody is really hurting to get any of that stuff. The attachments are also not that great. The SR7 suppressor with 18% crit hit damage is nice, and it does come with reduced threat, but that is about it. No crit chance and no headshot damage or anything like that. The underbarrel with accuracy is straight poo-poo, and the headshot damage on this 12-time scope is only 17 with 3% chance, but you know, unless you have something way worse than that, I wouldn't recommend picking it up. But if it would help your build, then you may want to check it out. Over in the Wolves Den, there is a converted SMG9 being sold with, I believe, somewhere around 80, let me double check this real quick, 86%, almost 87% base damage. Comes with 19% crit hit chance, which is a bit low. Does come with Ferocious, comes with Capable, and Determined. Determined is really nice for you to get your skill cooldowns right back. This could be very useful with maybe if you wanted to use this with the shield build, you could use it with that, I guess. And Ferocious is good for the PVE content. Now really the star of the show at this vendor would be the small grip red. Comes with 19% crit hit damage, comes with 2.5 stability, and it comes with a nice 4.5% optimal range. This could be very useful for SMGs. So if you do need to use if you do need a grip for your SMG with 19% crit hit damage, and you want to get a little bit more range on that so you can keep your max damage values up, then this would be a very nice one to grab. In Kerman Station, there is a very hard hitting sniper rifle, the classic M44 Carbon. The headshot damage on it is needs a little bit of loving. It's only at 161, but the base damage is at 90, I believe 95.7 or something like that. I might have it backwards. Oh, I'm sorry, 97.5. The base damage is really high, and the talents are not that bad, coming in with Deadly, Brutal, and Vicious. This, I don't really see you really needing to re-roll this, but if you do want to get rid of Vicious, then you definitely can do so. But having Brutal and Deadly on these straight out of the box, with the headshot damage being over 160, I would say this is almost a must buy, especially if you do like sniping. Now, word of warning from one sniper to another, this one does not come with an extended magazine support, so you're kind of screwed there. You're only going to get about 5 rounds in this thing, but you can still put a large muzzle and a large scope. So the 12-time scope for extra headshot damage, plus some kind of muzzle that you like, what is that? There's the really good God roll suppressor that they used to sell back in the day. That would work out perfectly for this. So if you are trying to snipe and you want to hit hard, this would be a very nice one to go ahead and grab. In the Cavern, as a side note, for those of you still looking for damage to elite mods, we've got an electronics mod, 189 electronics, 3% damage to elite. This is not the God roll, but I know how people are desperate to find these things, so if ever I see them in the vendor reset, I will definitely shout it out, no matter how good or garbage it is. At the firewall, there is a Vigorous chest piece being sold. The armor on it is nice, but the health bonus is pretty mediocre. The stamina is 1184, does come with Vigorous, does come with a nice 9% skill haste, comes with 25% increased kill XP, but again, as I said, the health is not that great. It's at 15,402. When it comes to chest, the most you can get for health is 16,000 674. So it is over 1,000 under the max health, but if that doesn't bother you too much, then you could go ahead and pick it up if you don't have a better Vigorous chest piece. In Park Avenue, there are a couple guns that some of you may be interested in taking a look at. The first being the lightweight M4. This one has some pretty decent base damage on it. It comes in at 90.83 or about 91% of the maximum base damage. Comes with also 21% enemy armor damage, and the talents on it aren't too bad for PVE content. Destructive is in the first slot, Vicious in the second, and Ferocious in the third. Ferocious and Destructive can be very, very nasty in PVE, so you may want to check this out if you are looking for a new lightweight M4 for PVE stuff. They also are selling a military RPK 74. Comes with 13% damage to targets out of cover. It also comes with predatory, accurate, and brutal. Now the reason that I'm really even putting this on the list is because the base damage is at 99.37, and I'm not really sure because they just round the number off of the damage at for this character 18.4. It could be higher than that, and it could actually be in the 100%, could be maxed out. So this could be if you are looking for a pecan style LMG, this could be one of the harder hitting ones that you can pick up. Predatory, accurate, brutal, not really sure about how these would stack up, but with accuracy being improved with LMGs as they fire over time, accurate might not be the best thing to have on there, but then again, it could help you get into that sweet spot even faster for even juicier headshots with brutal. So if you pick any of this stuff up, as always, let me know in the comment section below. In West 46th Street, there is a stamina mod with skill haste. Nice roll of stamina on it at 261 stam and 3% skill haste. If you are prepping for 1.8, you want to have some stamina, maybe for your upcoming OP as hell Predator's Mark build, then this could help you out even more, although I don't really think you'll need more than one for Predator's Mark to get up to 9,000. But whatever. So if you need to pick some stuff up for this, for maybe even a more tanky or beefy build with skill haste, then you can definitely go ahead and pick this up over at West 46th Street. In 5th Avenue, I know I might get some flack for this. I have in the past for recommending knee pads, especially yellow knee pads, but different strokes for different folks. Some people might be looking for something like this, and here we go. We've got some Prosperous knee pads, which will grant you more credits for headshot kills. The armor is 1,622. The electronics is 12,065. Both two very nice stats. The skill power is at 12,267. Not bad. Also comes with 14% damage to elites, disrupt, and 49% increased kill XP. Now you might be saying, Khan, why are you recommending this? Yeah, the stats are alright, but why? What's the point? Some people are actually still farming for credits and farming for those caches for the increased kill XP. You can run through PVE content much faster if you have damage to elites. We all know that. And then having the extra armor to keep you alive, plus getting you some credits wouldn't hurt. Of course, if you were farming for mostly for the caches that you get for leveling up, Prosperous is not the best thing to have. But if you are trying to get the the bank commendation, the one where you have to have a lot of money, then this could help you out. Different strokes with different folks. Some people might need it, some people maybe not. If you don't need it, then let's just keep it moving. In DZ5, there's an extended magazine being sold this week with 115.5 magazine size, 3% crit hit chance, and 4% crit hit damage. I'd like to see a little bit more size on the magazine, but everything else is about right. So if you do need an extended magazine and you don't have one better than this one, you can go and pick this up. Now, there are a lot of magazines being sold to different vendors this week. This one seems to be one of the best ones that I've seen. There are ones that have rate of fire and reload and all that other stuff, but unless you guys ask for certain stuff, I'm not really keeping a lot of things on my radar. So if there is anything in particular that you're looking for, leave it in the comment section and let me know, and I'll try to keep an eye out for it for future episodes. In DZ9, there are a couple things worth taking a look at. The defense mask, unfortunately, is not one of them, nor is the Deadeye chest piece, the defense bag. But the Deadeye knee pads, if you are looking for something Deadeye with decent stats, this isn't too bad. Of course, there is the classified gear set version of this, which is why this is not a top recommendation, although the armor is at 1658. The stamina is at 1244, the enemy armor damage is at 3.5. Comes with Disorient, Shock, and increased kill XP. Now moving along, the Reclaimer holster is straight garbage. The health roll on it isn't too bad, but the armor is not that great and the other stats are not good at all. But the star of the show, I guess, would be the Predator's Mark gloves. Now, while the armor doesn't strike me as something supremely amazing, nor does the firearms, the shotgun damage, if you are running a shotgun, is pretty close to perfection. The highest you can get for a shotgun damage would be 1334. So you're only 1 point off from the max with shotgun damage. Plus you get health on kill and you can have 8% skill haste. If that sounds like something that you've been looking for, then there you go. You can go and pick it up in DZ9. If not, there's really nothing else left to see. It's time to wrap it up. Alright guys, that is it for this week's good or garbage. I hope you found something useful or anything that would help out your build. Usually I make these videos for you guys so that you don't have to waste your time running around the dark zone finding something that may or may not work out for you. It is a very big time investment to run around and check this stuff out, so I do appreciate all of the support. And it's pretty interesting that I've been doing this, I think if my time is right, I think I've been doing these videos every week with pretty much without fail, except for that time that my channel got taken down off of some BS. But I've been doing this since April of 2016. That's like over a year I've been doing this, and I just want to say to all of the people who've been supporting since day one, to the people who are new to the channel since this week, thank you all very much for all of your support with the division and with the channel itself. This channel has not only been about the division, it's been about games, gamers, and being able to call a spade and be honest about games that I like to play and ones that I don't. Sadly, the division is slowly, not even slowly, is quickly running into the section of games that I don't want to play anymore, because I don't know what these developers are doing. I don't know what they're thinking, and I don't know if Ubisoft is trying to kill off this game or what. If you think Ubisoft is trying to kill off this game, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're still playing this game and you're starting to get on the fence, let me know. If you've given up on this game long time ago, but you still just come and check out these videos to come chill with us, let me know that too. Until the next video and until the next live stream, I am Khan, Mr. So Real. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great weekend, fellas. I'll catch you later. Peace.